Good morning, friends. Good morning, and welcome to my YouTube channel of astrologer Anil Agarwal. Today, we will be talking about the lunation chart of 17 September. Why I am talking of the lunation chart of 17 September 2020? Because even the lunation chart of the 2nd September 2020 is most enigmatic one. And as I've already mentioned in my previous video, that there are warlike situations like we had in September 1965. Now let me open the chart of the lunation chart of the 17 September 2020. The another very important parameter is the sign rising at the time of the 17th September 2020 is Capricorn, and Capricorn sign is allotted to India by Varahamihira. It is mentioned by Varahamihira that whenever the axis of Cancer Capricorn is activated and afflicted, and Taurus Sagittarius have malefic planets, then it's a time of agony and pain for India. So friends, after 17th we already know, then on the 19th of September Rahu and Ketu will be ingressing in Taurus and Scorpio, the 1-7 axis of the India Foundation chart. So, and Saturn is placed in retrogression in the sign Capricorn, and Mars after the 9th September, as I've already mentioned in my previous article and the video, that Mars will be going in retrogression. So both these planets in retrogression along with Mars, along with Herschel, and in square position with Saturn, and they will be reaching the same degrees, 1 degree, in Kendra from each other on the 27th, 28th of September. Now this is, and another very important point is that when these planets become stationary from retrogression to direct, and from direct to retrogression are most sensitive time frames. Now in the immediate present, the most sensitive time is the 5th September, because Mars will be going in retrogression on the 9th of September, and 4 days before that it is stationary. So, and then after that Rahu and Ketu will be changing, and Mars will have an aspect on Ketu. So Mars aspect on Ketu is not considered to be very good, and Mars is transiting in the 12th house of the India Foundation chart. It is the 12th lord and also the 7th lord. So espionage from foreign elements is not ruled out. And then there in the Rashi Sangata Chakra there is Veda. So there is Veda between the planets, and especially on the 17th of September, and then on the 27th and 28th of September there is Veda between planets. I have mentioned in my article which I wrote yesterday morning, but I posted last night, and there are enigmatic positions, and if you superimpose this lunation chart of Capricorn Lagna over the chart of China Foundation chart, it also has Capricorn Lagna, and the Mars and Saturn in square position, and the 10th Lord Venus in the 7th house of wars, aspected by both Mars and Saturn. And similarly in the case of China, Venus is placed in the 10th house. So the Mars will be activated in the case of China, the Venus will be activated in the case of China, and Mars aspects, Mars is debilitated in the case of China in the 7th house of wars, and it aspects Moon, the 7th lord, which is placed in the Lagna. So it shows aggressive tendencies by China after the 9th September, especially when Mars goes in retrogression and it is coming close to the Earth. I've already written an article on the 4th of October, Mars will be nearest to Earth. So the critical time frame is from the 17th of September and then 27th, 28th to 4th of October is most sensitive time frame for aggressive tendencies by China and border issues. If we see during the whatever time we have had standoff with China, it has been observed that Saturn was in retrogression, and especially in the sign Capricorn. And when it is stationary, it will become most venomous and to give the results. And 29th, it is going in direct motion. So you can say from 24th onwards, Saturn will be playing its game, and so will be Mars. Mars will be coming close. So 29th, Saturn is becoming stationary. 24th, Saturn is becoming stationary, 24th to 3rd or 4th of October, and Mars will also be falling back, and it is coming close to Earth. And when it is joining Pisces sign, it will be aspected by Saturn. So this is a very sensitive point, from sensitive time frame from the 27th, 28th of September to 4th of October onwards, and Mars will remain in the sign Pisces till 24th of December. I've already written detailed articles for Mars transit for such a long time, and every 2 years Mars overstays in a Rashi, especially vibrating between Aries and Pisces for more than 200 days. It is almost about 185 days, I believe, and more than 6 months. I don't remember the exact number of days, but till 24th of December it is going to be in a fallen state, and especially from the 4th of October to 20th of November is the most sensitive time. Reason being is that Mars will be in the sign of Pisces, it will be in a fallen state, and the dispositor of Mars will also be in a fallen state, Jupiter. So friends, this is it's a most prone time for untoward happenings, not only in India, it can be around the world. It can be, Mars will, fall back in the sign Pisces in the 8th house of US, and it will be aspecting the Mars in the 11th house, which is at 0 degrees. So friends, this is a very sensitive time frame. The brawl between the nations can take an ugly shape, especially between India and China. There could be terrorism at the border, between India and Pakistan, and the brawl between US and China can also take a ugly shape. There can be troubles in the Middle East, because this lunation chart, these two lunation charts of the 2nd September and the 17th September are most sensitive and most enigmatic. Venus, Saturn, Mars, all in Kendra from each other, and they will be at 1 degrees. I have shown in the Rashi Sangata Chakra there are Vedas, and hence these Rashi Sangata Chakra used to be used by our stalwart Maharishi Hardev Sharma Trivedi ji, and I follow his principles strictly. And as per him, if there is Veda between the planets in the Rashi Sangata Chakra, it is time for agony and pain, and especially for warlike situation. So friends, and especially when Mars aspects Ketu by 8th aspect after the 20th of September, it will be 8th at 8. Rashi Sangata Chakra also there is a Veda, and it also aspects. So Mars influence on the dragon tail is most venomous. Ketu, whenever Ketu is involved, it is most venomous, most brutal, and what can I say on that? So my predictions are that these two lunation charts are most enigmatic, and then on top of that, after that we have what you call Mars coming close to the Earth in retrogression and falling back in the sign Pisces, and then after that, so we further to that I will be discussing in my next video. But as far as these two lunation charts are concerned, they are most enigmatic and prone to brawl between China and India. It can also be the ugly relation between China and US, cannot be ruled out. Untowards happenings and virus spread can also be there, because Mars will aspect Ketu by 8th aspect. So friends, and the Lord of the what do you call Ketu's dispositor will also be fallen on the 4th of October. So friends, a very difficult time frame and is just on the cards. This will also affect the economy of India. Definitely it will affect the economy of the India and also the world. And gold could take a bullish trend, especially in the first week of September, and then after the 17th September as well. There could be some volatile in the second week of in the second part of the fortnight from 2nd September. There could be some volatile situations as far as gold is concerned, but after 17th September things are extremely venomous and catastrophic. So friends, this is all I just wanted to share, and you would see for yourself whatever predictions I have made till date, they are spot on, because the very fact is that I use the principles of our stalwart Maharishi Hardev Sharma Trivedi ji, and they prove spot on. So friends, thank you for listening to me, and bye bye, and see you in the next video. Thank you.